my. Okay. What is wrong? What is missing? Okay. I hope I got something. I hope so. I just hope so. I don't have anything except this. Well, I'll just use it. There. Oh my. Hi dear. Hi. And hey, sweet souls, beautiful people, Joyous Fam. I'm Joy, your baker with a sprinkle of motivation, and I humbly welcome you to Joyous Cake and More live stream. Whether you are a cake lover, whether you are a baker, or you're just someone who needs a smile, you are in the right place. You are in the right place. So today we are baking up more than just treats. Today we are like continuing something that I started some weeks back, and we are serving up encouragement today. We are serving up some heart boost today, and I'm sure you are game. I'm sure you're going to learn. I'm sure we're going to discuss, and we're going to have some fun together learning. So, once again, I sincerely welcome you to this very channel. I welcome you to this live stream. It's a great pleasure having you, and I don't take your coming here for granted. Now, let's talk cake. I just have some minutes to do this, and hopefully I'll be able to get to the point of what I actually want to do. So let's have a little cake talk. First of all, um, you know, recently I made a cake. I had actually wanted to put it here, but unfortunately I couldn't, because I forgot to put the, what is it called now? I forgot to bring it closer so that when I'm doing my green screen, it will be among what it will be among the pictures that will be close and available for me to upload. Now I made this cake for somebody. Is a pink cake. I had it was a new design I've never made before. It had like it was a tall cake. It has a touch of light pink, like baby pink. It had another one, a much more darker pink, and then white. Now I was so excited about this particular cake. I was so excited about it, and I was actually looking forward to, like, replicate it. No, I had, oh my God, I was just thinking of how the cake will look at the end of the day. But you know what happened? Life happened. That cake ended up slouchy. Like, it literally chose to lean. It's it just went leaning. It just bent. I had to scrape up the whole design. I had to like scrape up all the cake and decorate it again. But up to the time I finished, that cake refused to stand straight. I added more dowels, it still refused to stand straight. It was just bent. And well, that's part of life, right? That's part of life. I've learned a lot. In fact, I've learned that whenever we're doing like oil cakes, because I had about 2 oil-based cakes in between, and the vanilla cake I used to was moist. It was moist, so you can imagine all moist cake with two types of cake that were oil-based. At the end of the day, that is what made it. And I added just one dowel. So from that experience, I got to understand, I got to learn that I should, one, put more dowels in between my soft cake, or better still, on my board. For example, if this is a board, I should try and make a hole. I should try and make a hole here, and then insert my dowel, let it stand, maybe make it stand with what is it called, with gum, like non-edible gum, let it stand, and then use a cling film to cover that very particular place that the gum, that gum that is not edible, cover it. And then that way, if we keep on putting each layer by layer, the cake will stand tall. The cake will not end up bending and slouching the way mine did. I learned a lot of things on that, in that very particular episode. Now, another cake tip I really want to share is that sometimes I've heard people complaining about their buttercream not being smooth. Now, for you to make your buttercream to be smooth, when you are decorating it, like when you've reached to the final smoothing and you find out that it is not cooperating, just get your cake comb. You know, the cake comb, whether it's the plastic one you're using or it's the iron one you're using, just dip it in hot water. Dip it in hot water, and then when you remove it, you shake off the extra water and then use it. Your buttercream is going to come out smooth, to smoothen your buttercream. So I just so that's just one of the things I've learned. You know, we'll be doing this subsequently. I want to also ask, if you're a baker here, have you ever tried that trick? Have you ever had an experience whereby you made a cake and the cake decided to lean on the other side? Please, if you've ever encountered that as a baker, whether you're a new baker or experienced baker, can you just put it in the chat? Let's see. Let me see your own experience. Like, you've made a cake, you had so much plans, you were so excited about it, but when the cake came, the cake refused to cooperate with you. I'm interested in knowing, I am actually interested in finding out how, like, have you encountered that kind of challenge, and then what did you do? Did you scrape the cake? Did you scrape the decorations, or you decided to just do it like that? For me, I ended up delivering that cake like that. Yes, I ended up delivering it like that. And I was telling my client, I'm like, please, you know, this is not how my cake is. I just messed this one up. And she was like, no, it's okay. The color combo was mwah. It was excellent. It was great. But then the problem was that slouching. And guess what? It was just a 1-year-old birthday. You understand, and you know how important these things are. So I want to know, what has been your experience if you are a baker, or you're learning. What has been your experience? Have you had cases where your buttercream was so rough you didn't know what to do, you just ended up delivering it like that? Or you've made a cake before and the cake decided to go the other way? Like, the cake decided not to cooperate with you, to like flow in the line. I don't know, but if you have experienced that, I will sincerely appreciate you putting it in the chat. And once again, this is Joyous Cakes and More, where we are doing today, we're going to be doing cake chat and heart boost. I'll also be giving up some motivational talk. Now, the last live stream I had, somebody asked a question. Unfortunately, I've been so busy, I was not able to answer that question. So I'll try. hoping that if anybody too has any idea, please kindly share it with us. She talked about being visible. How can she be visible? Like, if I remember correctly, the question she asked was that I think she's a baker, and she was thinking of should she get a shop and add it with snacks, be frying snacks and putting it there, and she wants visibility. So I really, I'm going to actually answer her question, but let me just say what I have to say here. You see, visibility takes hard work. That's the truth. Like they say, nothing good comes easy. When you begin to hear of Dripple's cake, you hear of so many cake bakers here and there all over, Lizzie Cakes, the Recipe Queen, there are sacrifices that they make. And in this case, if you're an upcoming baker, I would advise that if you have the means to get a shop in a busy area, location too matters. Location matters. If your environment is a place whereby it's busy, you can open a shop. You can open the shop, make your bakings there. And if you're very good enough, you can even begin to hold 1 or 2 classes in the shop there. Begin to teach 1 or 2 classes, hold a physical class, and you will get some money. And then this important, if you say you'll be waiting for cake order, my sister, sometimes you're going to miss it all. Yes. So the best thing is that what if the cake orders are not coming? That snacks option is very, very great. Another thing you can be doing is that you make cake slices. Bake some cake, cut them in little beautiful chunks. You can put them in this fancy packs, plate packs, put them, put it on your status updates. When you're on your Facebook page, in fact, anywhere, shout yourself, advertise yourself. My sister, if you don't do it, nobody will do it for you. So make sure let people see you. Not just that, even though that things are expensive, I would say once in a while you can do some maybe cupcakes and just give them as freebies, but things are expensive. And another thing is that don't wait for big orders. Don't wait until you get orders of 50,000. You have orders, you have, your oven is, don't wait for it to collect order of bento cakes if possible. If you have a freezer, batch bake up to 6 cakes, bake up to 6 cakes, and as you bake those cakes, wrap them up in cling film, put them in your freezer. And then you begin the marketing, aggressive marketing. Announce yourself, put it up. Just be putting it up. Sometimes people forget that you are a baker. People tend to forget. Even your friends might forget. So what you do is that bake this thing, some of these cakes in batches, like 3-4 cakes, put them in the freezer. When someone wants a cake, for example, somebody wants a 6 inches cake, I'll advise that you bake that 6 inches cake, bake like 3 or even 4. Bake some little bento cakes or even cupcakes. Put them, especially the sizes, put them in your freezer. Then go to your status update. That cake that you made, the one you gave to the customer, your client, snap it, video it, put it on your status update, and tell people that they can get this. You have it right, like you have it within the next minute. If they need it, you can can give it to them. And one thing, don't tell lies. Don't tell lies, please. Don't tell lies. Now, if you might get an order from there, and what happened, you already have your cake in your freezer. All you have to do is you remove it, you put it, let it thaw, let it like melt naturally on its own. If it's an urgent order, one carry paper, carry paper and begin to fan it. Begin to fan it, begin to fan it until you know it will melt, or when it's comfortable enough, then you decorate, and ASAP another cake has gone. And as that one is going, you have snapped it, you have videoed it, you put it and say, two more to go, two more to go. I have only two more of these cakes. Anybody interested? I'm telling you, it is a part of visibility, all right? Another thing is that don't be shy to talk about what you do. Don't be shy to tell people that you are a baker. In your among your cycle of friends, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Tell influential family members, don't be shy. All right. And then the other part I talked about is this issue of on this shop. You know, sometimes paying the money for the rent might somehow pose a problem, because if you rent a shop, for example, and you did not get enough business, what will now happen if it comes to renewing the rent? You understand? So our advice, first of all, if you're just upcoming, if it's possible that you do your cake at home, do your cake at home. All right, bake your cake, just work from home. Let your home be your bakery. Let a particular part be set aside for your bakery. Just be doing it at home, gradually, gradually, gradually. When you're on Facebook, don't say because somebody is there that knows me. Please shout, advertise yourself. All right, advertise. You might even begin to get orders from outside. So I think this is able to, I hope I'm able to do justice. If you're here and you think you are learning something, I'll appreciate you if you give the live stream a thumbs up. But that is actually based on your discretion. I would appreciate it. Okay. So now I'm going to be giving some motivational boost. Okay, just stay with me, please don't go. I'm going to be giving some motivational boost. I have to stand up. I want to change the light. I'm going to be giving some motivational boost, and as I'm doing it, I'll be connecting it with life situations. All right, we'll be able to see. Sorry, I want to change the light. The light doesn't want to change. Yeah, I think this is brighter. Please, sorry, just stay with me. Motivational boost. I'm going to, sorry, I have here my script. That is why I'll be looking down, okay? Now, I have here my script. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, please. I'll really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Do you know that just like a cake, life needs the right mix? Yes. And when you begin to compare yourself too much, you're going to flop. Yes. When you begin to compare yourself, Mama Nkechi that is a baker, no, Joyous Cakes and More, she's on 11,000 subscribers. My own is just 2,000. My own is just 1,000. You know, and you begin to do some unhealthy comparison. Not that you are comparing so that you will like come up, but you are comparing, you know, doing that comparison just to in an unhealthy way. I want to tell you that you're going to flop, you're going to fail, you will fail. So too much of comparison, don't. We all have our spaces, we all have you know, we all have the space that we are moving with, we all have our destinies. Okay, because I've arrived at 11,000 today, that does not mean you cannot come and even pass me. No, it is not possible. That is it. In fact, it is very, very much possible that within 24 hours or within me, it took me 2 years, right, to get to 11,000 subscribers. It is possible that a particular video you post can just shoot you up, you know, it can just go viral, and you find yourself at 20 subscribers, while Joyous Cakes and More is still at 11,000 subscribers. So I just want to let you know that too much of comparison will make you to fail. Sometimes I do go through that. To be sincere, there are times I'm like, this one posted a video, this particular video, they see the views, or see my own view no gree go up. Every time I do YouTube, why people no one watch, why people no one this, why people no one that. At the end of the day, I feel downcasted. I feel maybe what I'm even doing is not enough. What I'm doing is not right. Maybe I should just let go. You know, that is too much of comparison. And there are times I sit and I tell myself, come on, Joy, you better stop this. What is that? Just wake up. What's that you're doing, you know? So, but when you have the right mix, remember I said life is just like cake. Life is just like cake. It just needs the right mix. In life, you need the right mix of friends. You need the right mix of faith. You need the right mix of plans. You need just the right mix for you to move and grow. So also, when you go through the wrong mix, then you can't join am with this thing, unhealthy comparison, unhealthy competition. Omo, you're on your own. You're going to flop. You're going to fail. You're going to, in fact, you're going to go a way that is different from where you actually wanted to go. And I'm sure none of us want that, right? None of us want that. But you see, when we have the right mix of faith is your belief in God, right? Whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a Christian like me, or whatever it is, you need to have the right mix of faith. You need to know that there is somebody in charge of your life. There's somebody in charge of your destiny. There's somebody that has made you. There's somebody that you know, he is the one behind your very existence. You just have to acknowledge, whether it's God or whether it's God with the big G or God with the small g. My own faith is the God with the big G that made me. All right? Okay? So you need to have the right mix of faith. You need to involve your faith in your business. What do I mean? Pray for your business. Pray for your channel. Pray for whatever it is you're doing. Don't just joke with it. Don't take it that time and chance happen to it all. Pray. I'm a Christian, by the way, and the Bible says that, and God shall establish the works of our hands. So therefore, you wake up each day, begin to speak. Joyous and More is established by the Lord. Joyous Cakes and More is moving in bounds. Joyous Cakes and More is multiplying. Joyous Cakes and More is heading somewhere. I am going. Whenever you want to bake, you like, God, as I put this cake, as I mix these cakes, bless the work of my hands, you know, something like that. You pray for it. And life is also a mix of patience, just like baking. My dear viewers, I want to assure you that when you are doing rush, it will be so hard for you to get it all together in the right way. Honestly, it will be just difficult. So I'll advise you, okay? Know that you have to have the right mix of faith. And I said that is your belief in God. And secondly, the right mix of patience. You need to be patient. You need to be patient. Because you have not reached that milestone, that does not mean you won't get there. No, that does not mean you won't get there. It is just a matter of time. It is a matter of time. You will get there. If someone will tell me that today I'll be earning on YouTube, I'm not earning monthly. I've not started. Sometimes it takes me 3 months. There was a time, even 4 months, for me to get the $100 threshold. It takes more. So it's I can say, okay, is it not echoes of experience, my dearest sister, that I get inspiration from most of the time? Is she not the one that is making more hundreds in under 1 month? You understand? So you have to have the right mix of faith, the right mix of patience, and the right mix of consistency. You have to have the right mix of consistency. See, one thing that is hurting my channel that I know very well is my being inconsistent. There is something inconsistency does to you, to your channel, to, like, for example, you start baking, and because business did not come where you can decide, say, go do the baking again, na sewing you want go do. You go start, you never tell, you say you know want the sewing hard. Na waiting again. Hi, Hope. Hi. I love your name, Hope. How are you doing today? I hope you're good. I hope you're great. And I hope you've liked the live stream. That is, if you really, really find value. Thank you so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you. So, I was talking about, you need the right mix of consistency. See, if you do these right three things, the right mix of faith, the right mix of patience, and the right mix of consistency, you will rise beautifully. Thank you so much, Hope. I sincerely appreciate. I know you're the one that just liked it now, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much. Now, so since we need this right mix, this particular three things, what should you do? I'm almost rounding up. What should you do? All right. What should you do? Number one, start where you are. Start where you are. That is the first thing you should do. Start where you are. This my beloved sister that I said sent me a message on after my last motivational live stream. See, sis, I don't know if you're here listening or whether you will catch replay. I don't know, but to you and to me and to everywhere, start where you are, okay? If you cannot be able to get an oven now, Bikonu, use charcoal. If you cannot afford what is it called, hand mixer, then use turning stick. The cake will come out beautiful like the one they use stand mixer to do. If you don't have cake comb to smoothen the part of your cake, system, do you see this rubber? This is my takeaway cover. You see this takeaway cover? Do you know that this side, this side, you can use it to smoothen your cake very, very well? Do you know that? Another thing is that if you don't have cake combs for you to decorate all those fine designs they are doing, do you know you can use your fork? This is my teaspoon. Do you know you can use teaspoon to create designs on your cake? Spoon, what would they use? Chop. You feel use them. Honestly, you feel use them. So that is just it. Start where you are. Start where you are. Start with prayers. Start with plans. Start where you are. Don't wait until you have all the kind of gadgets for. If you know get camera, this camera when it takes now. If you know say you know get camera, you know say you know get all those. I don't know. You know get iPhone. I know other iPhone X. If you know get iPhone, I just want to tell you that you can use your phone. It's just that I cannot turn this phone, make it show you what I use. Now my phone I use. The phone where they take answer, hello, good morning, how are you doing? See you later. That is what I'm using to do this live stream. That is what I've been using to do my cake journey. So start where you are. Don't wait until you want to gather all the gatherables. Sometimes too, we end up buying cake tools that they will become useless in our side. We don't even know what they use and do. That time where I start, it is well. So start where you are. It is very, very important. Just start where you are with what you have and watch yourself grow. When I started baking that Corona time, God, oh, I follow YouTube videos. Oh my God. Do you know what happened? My first chocolate cake was so bitter. Wetin me I do sabi sabi. I felt one, the sugar was too much. So when the baker wrote an Oyibo person na her channel, I can't learn this chocolate. I saw one 2 cup of sugar. I said, Oyibo too like sugar. They too like sugar. I will reduce my own. I can't reduce unto 1 cup. Then they come say lemon, is it 2 tablespoons? Me, I say since lemon dey green and lime dey green and all of them dey round, I didn't know the difference between lemon and lime. I say since all of them are the same thing and I no get lemon for house, make I use lime. I squeeze that lime, I squeeze am. I squeeze the life out of it. I want it so that I will get exact measurement of that 3 tablespoons. The remaining thing, the cocoa powder, I did not have the wisdom to reduce it because I've reduced sugar. Oh, I didn't know. I reduced this thing. When the cake came out, oh my God. When the cake came out, it was looking so good. It was looking dark. It was looking rich. Oh my God. I'm sorry, please. When I tasted that chocolate cake, it started with bitterness and ended with bitterness. In fact, let me say it started with bitterness and ended with tears. And funny enough, I made that chocolate cake plenty because I love chocolate cake. I make them plenty. I think I had made about 3 layers then. Wow. Now so we no fit chop that cake. Oh. Plus my love for chocolate cake, I couldn't eat it. We threw everything away. We threw everything away. So just start where you are, okay? Today, if I make chocolate cake, even you now, just check out the chocolate cake on my YouTube channel. It's just a fine one. It's no more, and I learned something. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Hope. Thank you so much, Hope. Honestly, it was something else. It was really, really so. But I learned something from it. Do you know what I learned? I learned that if you are just coming into something, please try to follow it strictly. You see my cake recipes on my channel. If you're not able to get it, it means you try changing some things on your own. First of all, when you're learning something, do it the way they told you to do it. Then when you now understand, oh, wow, that is amazing. That is great. You know, this COVID, that is what I came out with in this COVID. I came out with this cake making in COVID, and I don't regret it. Honestly, I don't regret it. So how was the first fruit cake? I hope you followed the recipe and I hope it tasted great. Not like my own that I did sabi sabi. Now, so my first point then is start where you are. Do you know why? Because even crumbs can lead to cakes. Even crumbs, these pieces of cakes, do you know it can lead to cake? I saw a baker on Facebook. I was going through it this morning, and I saw a baker. She wanted to do, was it a particular design? So she made the first one. Those cake crumbs that she cut out from the part of the cake until it became part of a it became one, and she used buttercream and just sealed everything up. You will never know that they were crumbs. So the same thing, know that even crumbs can lead to cakes. Wow, it was amazing. Oh, that is good. I'm so happy for you. I that was when me I failed it. I did not. I don't ask God anything. No, I don't ask God anything. I didn't ask God anything. I just went ahead. My love for chocolate, my love for my not liking too much sugar made me to mess up. But I'm so happy for you. I have a call that I have to pick. Is my boss. Please. And that is so beautiful. That is so, so amazing. Let me pick this call. I will come back. I hope it doesn't scatter my life. Yeah. So, hi, I'm back. Thank you so much for still sticking by. I had to answer that call. It was very important. I'm at work actually. If you notice, I just removed my ID card. I just kept it aside. Um, and I'm so happy. I've learned that bitter lesson, hope. I've learned that in everything, ask God. When He leads you, everything just goes on straight. Now, I'm going to point number 2. So, what should you do for you to rise beautifully? What should you do for you to rise beautifully, layer by layer, just like you would have red velvet and every other cake? Number 2, don't rush your rise. Don't rush your rise. Do you know why? Even a good cake, for example, hope you made a fruit cake, even that fruit cake needs time in the oven. One of the things that cause bad cake day is when a cake, you pop in a cake into the freezer, not freezer, oven. I better not be freezer, now oven. Is when you pop in your cake batter into the oven, and it's not even up to 30 minutes. You go open them. I don't know what they look for. Like you open it, you want to see whether it is how it is doing, especially when you are a newbie. Do you know that cake we say, okay, since you want to see me, I no rise again. It will just flop, it will fall, it will not rise again. So that, do you know, we can apply it to life too. Don't rush your shine. Don't be in a haste. Because Mr. So and so has gotten to this level now, that does not mean you just want to rush blindly. See, everything is a process. It takes a process. Like there is a process that needs to take place for you to be able to get where you might end up not making it. You might end up not even getting it. Rush your shine. Don't be, yes, it is good for us. It is good for us to want to grow, but then don't do rush. Yes, let me just use it like that. Don't do rush. For even a good cake needs time in the oven. When you bring it before the right time, it will give you a bad cake. The cake that maybe you added, you made sure you followed the recipe and you ensure that this cake is going to come out great and delicious and well done. If you do not leave it in the oven to bake at the proper time, if they say 30 minutes for 30 minutes, is it 20 minutes or 1 hour for 1 hour? If you don't stick to the time, you will realize that that cake will disappoint you. You would have wasted your ingredients, you would have wasted your time, you would have wasted your resources, you would have wasted your energy. And the worst thing is that you can't even eat the cake. And that is not funny. That will not be funny, okay? And then the third and the last point is, remember we're doing our motivational boost. And the third point is that I want to talk about mistakes. Mistakes, yes. In one of my video that got me, I think just within a month, I have about 101, of which I'm grateful to God. I made a mistake of immediately I brought out a cake. I did not put baking paper in the pan. But when immediately it came out, because I was eager to decorate it and let it cool, I just turned it immediately. And that cake scattered. The cake, some parts came, some parts remained inside the pot, inside the pan. You understand? And at the end of the day, I had to do patch. And I just decided to video the whole process and put it. And I was so glad when a lot of people were like, oh, mistakes is part of life. I'm glad you brought this up. I'm glad you showed us where you had it wrong. I'm glad you also told us the lesson you learned. So also it is about mistakes. See, we are bound to make mistakes. We are not angels. We are people helped by God. So we need to, whenever we make mistakes, just know that it's part of life. Learn from the mistakes, stand up, dust your bum, dust your clothes, and then we move. So it's very, very important. Mistakes too are part of recipes. There are sometimes you're making a cake and then you realize that, oh, like that very particular video, oh, I did plenty mistakes. Plenty. I left my buttermilk in the kitchen thinking I brought it out, only for me to, after I've mixed it out, like, this thing thick now, this is not the recipe I usually make, why is it thick? And I shouted, Jesus, I did not add my buttermilk and I had to get it. I did not say because I've made a mistake, make I kukuma leave and like that may spoil. No, I didn't do that. I corrected my mistakes. I kept on adding and I was just telling God, God help me, oh, please help me. And God actually helped me. The cake came out as if it was not over mixed. So you see, mistakes are part of life. When you've made a mistake, maybe you set up a plan to set up a business or something and then flop, just don't be too hard on yourself. Consider, where did I get it wrong? And as Hope said, she asked God about everything. If you're a believer, take time, ask the Holy Spirit. He will guide you. He will show you those areas. See where you messed up. See where you did not ask me here. You did not ask me. That's why this one came out like this. And then you realize that you will do much better. And that is to tell us that don't give up. In other words, when you make mistakes, don't give up on yourself. When you get it wrong, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. You can still make it. You can still flourish. You can still look back at that mistake and laugh and look back at it and say, oh man, I may do this thing, but thank God I'm not there no more. And then you will be a source of encouragement to others that have made similar mistakes and are about giving up. You will tell them, no, I was there, I made it, but see where I am today. It is high time we tell ourselves, fine, we've made a mistake, and so what? And so what? We move. All right. At this point is a point where I wanted to ask, time for question and answers or shout outs. I also want to thank Hope in the house. Thank you so much. You've already gone ahead to, because here I heard that I was going to ask the bakers in the house, those that could make it to the live stream, to share their baking wins or challenges. And I can see you shared a baking win here when you're making your first fruit cake in during COVID-19. I really, and also you've also shared one way you handle your challenges, or one way you make your baking wins, which is about asking God and those are very perfect and very true points. Okay, at this point, I will want to, if there's no any other contribution, I'll soon be moving. I just have one more point here, then I'll go. I want to give a shout out to my new subscribers to Joyous Cakes and More. I ought to have written the names of all those that subscribed anew, but unfortunately, as I said, I'm at work. Most times my attention are divided. I couldn't do that. But in case you happen to be a new subscriber to this channel, I just want to tell you welcome. I sincerely appreciate you. I appreciate your questions. There are some questions that even me, I don't even know how, I don't even sabi answer. Even me, I know sabi answer, I know go sabi, but we are moving, right? We are moving, we are learning every day. Now, in a way to close my closing encouragement, I just want to say that whether your oven is full or your oven is not full, whether your heart is feeling full or your heart is feeling half-baked, know this, that you matter. You matter a lot. In fact, your presence on YouTube matters a lot. Yeah. For you being on this platform, pushing, getting knowledge, I just want to tell you that you matter. All right? You matter. And because you matter, I want to encourage you. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop now. You've got it. You can make it. You can excel. Don't give up already. Don't. There is more to you than meets the eye. There is more inside of you. Just be determined and just move on. Move on. Let your light rise. Let it just shine. There is something inside of you that people need. Let it come forth. Let it break forth. Stop restraining yourself. Stop tying yourself down. Just let your light rise. It can be little by little, step by step, but I want you to know, no matter the little time, you are making progress, all right? And then finally, I just want to tell you that God is not done with your story yet. God is not done with your story yet. And on this note, I sincerely, from the depth of my heart, wish to appreciate you all that came to my live stream. I sincerely appreciate you, and I wish to remind you, God is not done with your story yet. In fact, you're just starting. God is not done with your story yet. You're just starting. And on this note, I want to say a big thank you to Hope that came. I really appreciate you, Hope, for coming to this live stream and staying to the end. I sincerely appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you so much. And to those that came but were just on the background or in the background, I still want to tell you I appreciate you. It means a lot. Thank you. I'll just leave this for like 5 to 10 minutes just in the background so that you see the beautiful cake I made. I've not yet uploaded it. I made it for my short video. I've not yet uploaded it. So when I check out, don't forget, God is not done with your story yet. You're just starting. Take care. Hi, Mr. Osai. Yes, he has gone. No, not that. He said he was going to the airport. He said he was going to the airport.
I thought we had it. Where is this?
What's that? I'm trying to end this. I don't even know how to do it again. Hey, okay.